Hey everyone, Looking Eastward Piper back today with another video. It's been a little while, but I have a lot to share with you, and today is a video that I think will interest a lot of people. So just back last weekend, my wife and I went out to East Tennessee to the Pigeon Forge, Gatlin-Burlier area to celebrate our second wedding anniversary. And while we're out there, of course, I had to take a visit to probably what is probably the most, one of the, if not the most famous tobacconist in America, the Gatlin-Burlier. And I actually purchased this pipe from them, which I'll talk a little bit about in a few minutes. And I also got a couple of their tobaccos to try, which I've already sampled at my leisure, and I've enjoyed both of them. And just the overall experience I want to share with you today. So I'm going to get this pipe lit, and then we're going to jump right in. So as I mentioned, I visited the Gatlin-Burlier in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And I have to say, the experience was better than I expected. I wasn't sure about the size of the tobacconist itself. It's not very big. But they're located in a central location on the main strip in Gatlinburg, and it's actually in this like big kind of like, not like a mall that you would like a modern mall, but like kind of like one of those like indoor malls that you see in a lot of like these like resort kind of places. Where you just kind of take the stairs up multiple levels, and there's this little shops, and the Gatlin-Burlier is on one of the middle floors. And they sell everything that you can imagine for the tobacco enthusiast, as far as, you know, premium tobacco, cigars, even they have their own chewing tobacco, and of course, what they're most known for is their pipe tobacco. I had posted a couple pictures on here on the post part of YouTube the other day of myself in front of the sign, and also my wife took a candid shot of me speaking with the nice gentleman behind the counter. And as everybody else who I've seen videos of, you know, talking about their experience, it was the same. They were very attentive, extremely knowledgeable, and you know, they spent as much time as I needed with them, kind of just talking back and forth about pipes and tobacco, and you know, you get a free bowl if you want while you're in there to sample. And it was just an overwhelmingly great experience. So the pipe that I have is a pipe that they sell there. It's a hand-carved pipe by, gotta turn it this way, Aldo Villani. Aldo Villani. From what I understand, that's a pseudonym for another famous pipe artisan. He was explaining to me, which is pretty cool. So he puts out these pipes. It was no more expensive than a Peterson or a Savinelli, actually probably a little bit cheaper than like more of their, I think I paid like 95 bucks for this, which I think is a great deal. Look how nice this pipe is. I love the shape. I'm a big fan of the, just the slight bent pipes. I do like full-on bent pipes too, but this is probably my favorite kind, where it just has like, you know, the kind of the Bing's favorite kind of stem that is just slightly bent. I really love how these sit, and I really, really love this bowl. I think it's such a cool looking bowl. Now to tobacco. So the blend I'm smoking is probably one of their more popular blends. It's the Burlier's blend. And this is the second bowl of this stuff that I've smoked. And it's, I believe, a Virginia Burley mix. And it's great. I am a fan of Virginia Burley mixes. I actually do like Burley. I know a lot of people don't. It's either like you do or you don't. I'm one of those people that is kind of in the middle with it. Just plain Burley is it's like almost like, to me, it feels more like smoking a cigarette. But when blended with another component like Virginia, it's really good. This kind of reminds me of a much better version of Cornell and Deal's Briar Fox, which is a blend that I do like, but this is superior. And the other blend that I got, that I smoked the bowl of the other night, is this Carmichael. And this stuff is very unique for an aromatic. The Carmichael is a black Cavendish blend with just a little bit of a hint of cherry. There might be another component in here too. I don't know if I don't think so. Looks like it's mostly Cavendish. I would have to go on their website and see. But both blends really, really enjoyable from the top to the bottom of the bowl. I do have to say that these tobaccos are definitely, they live up to their name. They really, they smoke cool. Even the aromatic, this Carmichael, you know, aromatics are gonna smoke hotter, but it was just, the flavor remained in the bowl. It was a very pleasurable smoke. And this stuff is really just phenomenal, this Burlier's blend here. Really just great stuff. And as far as visiting Gatlinburg, I had not been out there in some time. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, all of you that are familiar with the Smoky Mountain resort areas of East Tennessee. And when I was there years ago, maybe about 16, 17 years ago with my family as a teenager, it was a lot of fun, but now it's very built up, it's kept very clean, and it's very family friendly over there. I particularly like Pigeon Forge a lot. It's a really neat little town. And my wife had never been out that way, so she really enjoyed it. And it was a fun weekend. You could find all kind of neat things, a lot of homemade like ice cream and bakeries and fun attractions if you're into like Ripley style attractions. And we went to this outdoor deer park petting zoo in Sevierville, which was a lot of fun. My wife really is a big animal lover, so you know, she got to pet like deer and feed them, goats. They had a couple zebras, camels, all that kind of stuff. So that was a lot of fun. And I hit up this really cool 50s inspired diner called the Sunliner. I'm very into 50s style like music. You know, I play the guitar, and I'm very into like rockabilly, old rock and roll, and just like old, you know, just a lot of old sounding music. You know, I love things of that era. I'm a big fan of jazz as well, old country music. So going to that diner was really cool moment. And actually, another neat part about that is we actually found out that my sister-in-law, she had a baby, she was expecting a baby, and we found out that she had the baby while we were sitting in that diner. So it was a pretty memorable moment for me. It was pretty cool. But yeah, definitely a really, really awesome experience out in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. Great getaway area for couples and families alike, and there's definitely something for everybody out there. Yeah, so definitely mention in the comments if you've been out there, vacationed out there, hiked out there before. Have you been to the Gatlin-Burlier? And yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments. Besides that, just a couple more updates. We hit 100 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you so much for everybody that's watched, subscribed, commented. I didn't think that I would get that kind of reaction. I mean, I know 100 subscribers on YouTube is absolutely nothing, but for me to even reach that, just for posting my thoughts about pipes and tobacco and just life, it's pretty cool to interact with the YouTube pipe community. So we reached 100 subs, and I'm really grateful and appreciative of that. You know, more content is to come. I'm still in the process of starting up my family business. More updates will come as things go along with that. Actually, I'm in the process of helping my dad move more to my area, Tennessee. He had property down in Middle South Tennessee, and now he's moving up here to Middle North Tennessee, so that we're going to be closer, so that we could begin this new family venture together. And I've explained some, I've explained about that before on previous videos, and there'll be probably a dedicated video to that pretty soon. There's just a few more details that we're ironing out, and he's been delayed a little bit because we've been concentrating on getting him up here so that we could, work instead of being 2 hours apart and trying to do all this stuff and him coming up here, me going down there. The business is going to be based up here. So he figured that, while the market's good, he can get good money for his house down there and get a nice brand new house up here. So that's, we've been doing that. So definitely a lot going on my end. There's definitely a lot of things, family planning things and all that kind of stuff. So definitely a very busy time here, but a good time. But I'm very glad that I was able to sit down and talk with you a little bit about the Gatlin-Burlier. Before I go, the last thing I wanted to share is they gave me this really, really cool little brochure when I left the Gatlin-Burlier. They put it in my bag, and it's pretty humorous, and it's kind of done in like an old style, almost newspaper-esque kind of way. And, it tells you like why their products are like, superior, and just quit cigarette smoking and, different things, and talking about like how bad like e-cigarettes and vaping are, and just about the pipe and everything, and just really a cool little thing. I'm definitely gonna save this in my collection of pipe memorabilia, because I just found it to be humorous but also very relatable. So with that, that's pretty much it for today. Definitely, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I would love to hear from you down in the comments below, and definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be working on some other things to introduce to the channel, and I hope to see you there. So with that, Looking Eastward Piper, signing out.